leads into today's topic, which thank you, those of you who filled out my poll. If you wanted to hear more about from my heart, from my home on TikTok, which I'll save for another day, or decluttering. By far, decluttering took the win. So I'm like, okay, then there you go, fingers on the pulse. Let's talk about decluttering in a big family. I've got lots of tips. I actually lay them all out in my course, Big Family Home. But today I'm going to share with you one top tip that, in fact, I just did. Just off screen, like behind my laptop, I can see that I just did it today. I do this all the time. And, nobody taught me this stuff. I mean, to give my mom some props, like she taught me some stuff for the years she was a stay-at-home mom. But you know how it is generationally, right? Like you give what you have to give in terms of an inheritance. And not just a financial inheritance, but a wisdom inheritance, a practical life skills inheritance. And I was born in 78 and growing up in the 80s. So I watched my mom a bit, but I mostly tuned it out, went to public school. And then boom, when I became a Christian, became a mom and then a big family mom, not really prepared. So hopefully this tip, especially if you're newer on the big family mom scene, this may be something that you weren't taught or you just didn't intuitively know to do. But they say desperation is the mother of all invention, of course, with a healthy dose of the grace of God and learning from other moms who are a little further ahead in the road of life than you, like I am now with 11 children. Here is one of my top tips. So I call it layovers. You ever been on a layover when you're like, I just need to go from here to here, but they're going to give me 2 layovers along the way? You're like, money time, money time. How long is that layover? Well, that's actually a really good analogy. So it's a little technique I've developed in my own home, and a lot of people do it, but not everybody does it really well. I say that with love. And if that's you, then, I love you so much. So here's what it looks like. So as there's lots of declutter that can quickly pile up in a family with 11 children between ages 18 and 1, not to mention 2 adults in the house too. So oftentimes I'll just sort of set something down or someone else will set something down. But let me just talk about me and the stuff that I set down, right? Because there's a lot of directions I could go in with declutter. I'm just going to give you one tip for today. You want more? Let me know in the comments because we can definitely keep going with this theme. All right, so let's say I set something down on the stairs. And so it's having a little layover on its way en route to its final destination. And I'm looking at my laundry basket just off screen, which today is my day to do laundry. I have a little laundry schedule in the family. 3 boys yesterday, it was 3 boys today. And then mom and dad, I decided to pop it in today because I want to get our towels done too. Anyway, that's off topic. The point is, the laundry needed to make its way upstairs, but I, in the middle of my busy day, was not going to stop what I was doing, haul the laundry all the way back upstairs, fold it and put it all away. Now, this is going to need to be broken up over multiple steps, little layovers. But step 1 was I got the laundry done. Good. Got that done before noon. And then step 2 was to get it to the bottom of the stairs, layover number 1. Step 3 was to get it to the top of the stairs, which I did just now as I was coming upstairs with a toddler, a cup of coffee, my laptop, and my phone. Yeah, the coffee will probably get warmed up later, but it was the coffee of good intentions on my floor. I know, dangerous. I have a carpet, like white carpet too. I know, but it's the master bedroom. Gotta have some nice things. This is my little haven. Welcome to my bedroom. So I brought up the laundry with me because praise the Lord, the toddler was coming upstairs cheerfully and he didn't need mom to pick him up and take him upstairs. So the laundry got now pretty close to final destination. It is in my room. And I've got into a habit of when do I put the laundry out? Because you know how it is, right? They say what is it? The path to hell is paved with good intentions. And I don't know what's going to happen. And not necessarily that the path to hell is actually paved with good intentions, but it's a good expression. So tonight, before I go to bed, my husband and I will put away the laundry. And we'll chit chat. We have our little routine when we head to bed together and about an hour before it's actually lights out. But we just had this unspoken agreement that this laundry better get put away. Now I've got a laundry system now where that's all I have to put away is one laundry basket for me, my husband, and the baby. Everyone else's laundry is, like I just alluded to, in a rotation. If you want to hear more about the laundry system with a lot of kids, happy to share that in separate. I might already have another video on that one. I know I've included it in Big Family Home because there's just so many different moving parts in running the practical day-to-day of a big family home so that it doesn't become a taste of hell or you just get buried in stuff. So layovers, that's just an example, a practical example from my life literally today of how I'm slowly but surely moving from just, from layer to layer to get that laundry upstairs and get it put away all in one day. And if laundry especially is an area where it's not your favorite thing to do, and there's always these baskets of laundry that are never getting put away. And listen, in seasons of like, there's a lot going on mentally, emotionally, physically, you just had a baby, you're recovering from an illness. Sometimes it's as good as it gets just to like take your clean clothes right out of the laundry basket and just put it on, right? Like, who says it actually has to get put away? God's not there being like, you didn't fold the laundry. I let go of folding laundry a long time ago. Going off a little tangent here. I only fold what's strictly necessary. I pretty much keep like a uniform of similar clothing every day to make my life simple. And yeah, I keep it really, really as simple as possible because desperation, right? Mother of invention. So another example of layovers, so this is the last little bonus tip I'll give you, is I keep a a box, as a matter of fact, in my mudroom. We have a little mudroom with like the laundry and a little powder room and all the kids' stuff. And for most people, it's just an entryway. It wasn't our last house. We just had a 3-bedroom townhouse with like, barely a front yard and a little postage stamp of a backyard. But I still live in that house. I found a spot where I could put a box. This is nothing fancy. It's an Amazon box, like a cardboard box, like good size. And that is my little final drop off before things go to Value Village. I don't know what you call it in the States. We call it's like a charity shop, like a donation shop. And I get my little card punched and then I can get like 30% off my next purchase kind of thing. So I have that box where I can see it and I can just easily put things in there as a layover to their final destination. When the box gets filled up, I bag it all up every couple of months. And then, then we have a pile in the garage. We have a garage at this house now. It's not fancy, but it works. And then eventually when that pile gets big enough that it's like I can't even open the door or my kids can't grab their newspaper cards anymore, it's time finally then for me to arrange either myself or my husband next time we're in town. Because we got to go all the way into the city to drop this thing off. We're in a small town. And then we finally drop it off at the big Value Village. And you know how it is if you're going to go in town, you live in a small town. Let's plan a couple other things too, right? Because you're spending money on the gas. But the idea is layovers. And this is one way that I can begin to declutter because if I don't put things where they're going, or at least get them en route, there's a little Canadianism, what do you say? On the route, en route to where they're going, then they never get there. And that's how things pile up on the stairs, which becomes like an eyesore. It can weigh on your mind, and it also can become like a health and safety kind of risk. Like you need your stairs to keep clear and safe. My dad really drilled into me fire safety from a small child. So I'm really like cluttered stairs for me actually get my adrenaline going because I'm just like, if we need to make a quick evacuation and I've got a toddler and a baby in my arms, right? The last thing I want is to have a fall on the stairs. So there's that. So keep your stairs cleared. And the last thing I'll say is if you just want to identify one thing, because you can't eat an elephant in one whole bite, but it's kind of a gross analogy, but you can do it in several. So start maybe with just one thing. Maybe you just want to tackle, okay, I'm just going to focus today on completing the journey of one thing that's going to go in a box to get out of the house. And if you don't have a box, maybe step one is just get the box, put it in a location where you're going to see it, test it out, and just start dropping things in it. Especially, I'm going to do a whole video on like the spring turnover, which is happening where I live now. We're north of 60. I'm just outside of Ottawa, the capital of Canada. So yeah, spring is in the air. Yay. But it also means there's a lot of mud, a lot of poop in the backyard, dog poop. Though occasionally, there are children who use the toilet in the backyard. You're like, why? Just come in. Anyway. And I'll be sharing then some tips of how I declutter with the seasonal turnover, which is a really handy time to do it. So maybe focus on just one layover you can do today and you can complete its journey and count it as a win because you start small and you work your way up. You don't suddenly become a pro mom overnight, but if you've committed and you believe that you can do it, you will amaze yourself with what you can accomplish with step one to, choose to do it. Be like, I'm doing it. And you finally have to believe that it can be done. And I'm living proof. And I know there's a lot of other moms who are not prepared for big family momhood, suddenly found themselves with 6, 7+ kids and had to figure this stuff out real fast. So if you would like some more support, feel free to check out Big Family Home, my signature course. I cover everything from organization to the routine to staying calm as a mom, like the whole inside you, because it all flows out. And then as a bonus, I included a whole other course in there just on feeding your big family on a budget. So feel free to check that out if you want. If you haven't already joined Big Family Moms, my completely free Facebook community, link is below. You're more than welcome to come check it out, see if it's good space for you. It's actually one of the chillest mom groups on Facebook. I've had so many moms comment. It's just such a nice, chillaxed mom space because it's not a high drama space because I don't put up with that. So feel free if you want to come check that out. Lots of free resources in the guide section if you're already there to help you with decluttering. I've got declutter your counter, how to just start by decluttering the home, like all kinds of stuff to walk you through it step by step, completely free. It's just in the group. But before I go, I'm going to say hi in the comments. I said, I'm sorry, my thing doesn't tell me who's actually commenting. It says Facebook user. I think laundry is the only thing that I have control over right now, but only because we don't have a dryer. I hang everything right away, so my kiddos just need to hand things up. Nice. Well, there you go, right? Desperation, mother of invention. I'm going to pull up the group on my phone because I actually like knowing who's saying hi. Oh, go back, Tara. I'll watch myself live. Oh, it's Sarah. Hi, Sarah. And let me mute myself so you don't have to hear me talking twice. And Sarah, what else you say? We plan everything out when we need to make big trips, get multiple things done. Yes, exactly. Like when I came upstairs with my laptop phone, open cup of coffee, and a toddler. So big family moms, I mean, one of the best things, I'll wrap up with this. I really think it is motherhood itself is a fast track of sanctification. Speaking as a Christian, like it really does. It is the fire that brings all your stuff to the surface. When you're like, I thought I was a patient person until I became a mom. I thought I really had it pretty much down, maybe in the professional scene where I came from. But all of that can get brought into life at home, the ministry of serving God by caring for your family, whatever that looks like, whether you're home full-time, part-time, whatever. Like I work part-time from home too. With that being said, when you can get just little things like that, like some decluttering, one step, if it's just not your area of strength, and I'm sure we might have one area where we're really excelling, but other areas where we're not. And if the clutter is just starting to make you highly irritable or you have safety concerns, it's just something you want to overcome, then reach out. There's help. There's the Facebook group I told you about. There's all kinds of freebie stuff in the guides on my YouTube. And of course, you want to grab the course that's there to help you too, because God knows these things can be learned. With a little grace and learning from people who are ahead of you, you can totally do it. So this has been a blessing today. I'm going to pop out because my day is going. We're in the middle of it. I'm not going to touch that laundry for a few more hours, but it will get put away. And I already dropped some stuff in the Value Village bin today already because spring is in the air and it's time to start some seasonal decluttering. So let me know in the comments how this helped you, what you're going to implement as a layover if you've been already doing it, or if you're like, yes, thank you. Gonna do it, and this is how I'm gonna do it right now. I'd love to hear with you and connect with you more inside of Big Family Mom. So take care. Have a great